He's insane, though. Isn't that leverage enough? No, that's the other part. He didn't even do this for like abortion. You know what I mean? Like, as a white guy, that makes it really fucking hard for him already to like make a tailor-made message around this. Because at most you get like, oh, your words are making this really hard for us. Like, you can't ever do that. If you're a Republican, you can never say words are violence, because words are literally violence when you're doing it, right? This guy did it for Ukraine, most likely. Like, he did it for NATO, right? And that in and of itself is not exactly like a massive issue. There is bipartisan consensus for the most part, with some Republicans saying like, we're giving Ukraine too much money, but it's ultimately still foreign policy. So that's relegated to the American bipartisanship status. So overall, it's not like one of those issues that's like inherently just for the Democratic Party. If you poll Democrats and Republicans on like Ukraine, yeah, there's probably a lot more Republicans that want to stop giving weapons to Ukraine or whatever, but like, it's not that big of a wedge issue, is what I'm trying to say. It's not that big of an issue at all. In terms of foreign policy, I think like Americans care probably more about Gaza, or not even probably, I know that for a fact. Americans care more about Gaza than they care about Ukraine, but they don't even care about Gaza that much either. So like, it still goes back to foreign policy. That's why I used to joke about how like, there's not a NATO voter. There's not an AUKUS voter. Turns out I was right on that. There is one NATO AUKUS voter, and his name is Ryan. What was it? I'm forgetting his name. Sorry. Ryan Ruth.
Or congressional hearings, and we are 51 days from.
You can tell they got really nothing. That's why they keep talking about like Biden wants him to die, because he won't give him like more money for his Secret Service. How much you want to bet Secret Service comes out and says they've already maxed out? Like, he gets max defense from Secret Service, more than like any other person has ever historically gotten. How much you want to bet? And on top of that, Biden will say probably that we'll give him even more additional Secret Service detail. Because, like, what are you supposed to do? Get 100% of the budget? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is the Fox News C Squad. They don't have their own version of Wolf Blitzer to break out for breaking news. Yeah. Why were the caddies not armed? Yeah, look, this is what I mean. This is not a good position, dude. This language must stop, says Richard Grinnell. Do you realize that if Donald Trump is assassinated, that our country will be ripped into two? I fear for America with these tactics. Your language is radical and contains two lies. For the sake of our country, stop. And then the person he's responding to is fucking Hakeem Jeffries. And the thing that he's responding about is extreme MAGA Republicans are the party of a national abortion ban in Trump's Project 2025. We must stop them. Like, that's not, you can't run a national campaign on being like, you are not allowed to run against my president. He was shot at twice now, even though the second time he wasn't even 1 hour after the news broke of the shooting. Absolutely despicable for posterity. Like, what? You think they're going to cancel him? Are you fucking stupid? This is hilarious. Okay. I'm going to say Republicans, honestly, it's not okay that the Democrats are running against Trump after he had 2 failed assassination attempts. Very funny stuff. Fox is like, words are violence, don't do it. Now back to our next topic. How we will remove 20,000 Haitians from a town violently. Yeah. This is fun. Another Trump assassination attempt. How quickly will the media bury it? Dude, what? Okay, you want to know why this is hilarious of him to say? You are burying it. You stop talking about it immediately afterwards, idiot. The fuck do you mean, the media? I guess you are the media as well. How many times do you think Ben Shapiro talked about the Trump assassination attempt since it happened? Do you think that it is a larger percentage than CNN? Maybe. But what do you think the margin is? That's what's so stupid about this. It's like, dude, it's just, it didn't work. Like, it didn't work. You can try and act like there is, you can try and act, wait, no, he's not Russian propaganda. How dare you? Ben Shapiro never got paid by Tenet, okay? He is not Tim Pool, sir. Ben Shapiro did not get paid by Tenet, as far as we know. That would be really funny if he did. Like, I'm willing to bet that Ben Shapiro has probably talked about migrant crime significantly more times since Donald Trump got shot at than the Trump assassination. You know what I mean? Are you burying the story, Ben? No, you just understand that people don't give a fuck. They only care about what's in front of them. What is this? What did he say?
Apparent assassination.
NBC News Lester Holt suggests that Trump and J.D. Vance are responsible for the assassination attempt on Trump today. Oh my God, they're being libtards, dude. They are. This is awesome. Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break now. Dude, everyone in the Republican Party has been like nonstop chirping, and they've all become like hyperventilating libs. They're all doing like words of violence. How dare you? How dare you? Let's see what Lester Holt, my goat, said, which, by the way, the shooter also loved Lester Holt. This is why the shooter, well, he's not even a fucking shooter. This is why the assailant, the suspect, said, Lester Holt, I will ride for you. Lester Holt, I will die for you. Lester Holt, you are my hero.
Today's apparent assassination attempt comes amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail itself. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance continue to make baseless claims about Haitian immigrants in Ohio. This weekend, there were new bomb threats in that town. Our Maggie Vespa is in Columbus, Ohio, with more.
Wait, why are they? They're mad that they brought up Trump's like violent rhetoric after he got almost assassinated again?
Lester, simply put, Springfield, Ohio has been inundated by threats over the last several days, closing government buildings, schools, hospitals. Today, effectively closing a local university campus after administrators said someone threatened a mass shooting targeting Haitians. This in light of, officials say, a false online conspiracy theory alleging Haitian immigrants in that city are eating people's pets. Something.
What?
All right, we've lost our contact with Maggie.
MRC Newsbusters. Dun, dun, dun. They're so mad. Fucking disgusting. Real Donald Trump Jr. Yeah. I know you are, but what is Lester Holt? Fucking got him. Are you doing the CNN show? No, dog. The CNN show is not happening anymore.
Joining us now is Mark Levin, host of Life, Liberty, and Levin, and former Chief of Staff to Attorney General Edwin Meese in the Reagan administration. Thank you for coming on this evening. I just want to start with getting your insights on what has been a truly remarkable day.
Well, let's start this way. Thank you. Who's in charge? Who's in charge? We don't have any idea who's in charge.
Master Shay.
Who's in charge of protecting federal law enforcement? FBI reports to him. He would have dragged Christopher Wray up there. He would have brought in the U.S. Marshals. He would have brought them all in. Secret Service, Secretary of DHS. We would have been in the Situation Room with the United States Department of Justice. Question. Does Joe Biden seem that concerned tonight? Where is he? Does Kamala Harris seem that concerned tonight? Well, she tweeted. Isn't that nice? I tweeted too. So what? The Attorney General of the United States, does he seem that concerned
what
tonight?
is he supposed to do?
They just don't.
What is she supposed to do? Fucking take up arms against like whoever might assassinate Trump next? Like,
That is what's happening. Every part of it.
Mark, it's Joe Concha. I'm going to read a quote from Lester Holt, who was reporting on this assassination attempt. Again, the second in 64 days. Here's what he said tonight on the NBC Nightly News, and you're going to get a real kick out of this. Quote, today's apparent assassination attempt comes amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance, continue to make baseless claims about Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, resulting in bomb threats. So in other words, it's Trump's fault that somebody tried to shoot him today because of something that was said about Springfield, Ohio, which has had an influx of thousands upon thousands of Haitian immigrants to their town. And because Trump brings that up and because J.D. Vance brings that up, therefore, that's what's leading this. I'll let you go from here because I can't believe what I just saw right now on the NBC Nightly News.
Sickening. Absolutely sickening. No, actually, I thought it was all the Democrats and their anti-Semitism. I thought it was all the Democrats and their anti-Israel. I thought it was all the Democrats hunting down Jews on the universities and college campuses. I thought they were the problem. I thought it was all the illegal immigrants raping, murdering, selling into slavery, women and children. Maybe Lester Holt has a difficulty digesting facts around him. This guy is not a Haitian. In fact, the more I'm reading is I'm getting information he may have been an anti-Semite. I don't know what he is. We'll get the facts. But Lester Holt doesn't have any facts.
bro said one time the murders in Gaza has to stop, and they're immediately like, he's an anti-Semite.
The computer would melt down.
Everyone knows.
In order to try and turn, look, let's be honest. They've been trying to turn Trump into a non-human. And that's what they've been trying to do from the beginning. They're dehumanizing him. And they've been doing this. I've written about this in 2 books.
Dude, what are you saying, dude? What are you saying? The Democrats are pussies. But, like, of course, despite being pussies, they're still running a fucking campaign against Donald Trump. Okay? Every now and then, they will actively be like, Trump is bad for America, as you're supposed to. These guys are so used to bullying the fucking liberals that they straight up are like, if you're running against the Republican after he got shot at, you're a bad person. You should just let him win. It's like, are you insane? Like, what is this argument? What are you saying? Oh, where's the humanity? Yeah, dude, they're running a fucking campaign. It's insane, dude.
Cops who's in charge of what?
Mark, it's Alicia Acuna, and thank you so much for being here. You know, as you know, the acting U.S. Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe gave an update to senators on Thursday on the internal investigation from the July 13th assassination attempt. And
yeah, Republicans be like, these pedophile demons who have actually brought in every black and brown person from the third world to come and rape our beautiful white daughters, okay, who stole the election, are dehumanizing our president. Instead of just saying, sorry, you win this round, sir. Go ahead. It's like, yeah, I don't care, man. I don't care. Like, I don't personally care. And thank God, even the fucking most annoying baby shit, mealy-mouthed, feckless, cowardly liberals don't give a shit either. Because, like, at this point, that's the last thing that they could do. You know what I mean? That's like the last thing that they could still pull on, to be like, you know what? In the interest of fairness, to preserve American democracy, we're just going to let Donald Trump have this election because he got shot at. I wouldn't put it past them. Okay? I wouldn't put it past them. But thank God that they're not. Okay? You should do a stream with big boob and breast. Facts.
But I want people to remember about Thomas Paine. I want them to remember about Paul Revere. People say, well, what can I do? You know, I'm a janitor, I'm an electrician. You can do a hell of a lot. You are the Paul Reveres and you are the Thomas Paines. You need to talk to 10 people. You need to talk to 15 people. You need to make sure you not only vote early, you get people vote early. We can't rely on political parties to get out the vote. We have to get out the vote. It's now. We have 50 days to try and fix this right now.
Well, Mark, for all of us, thank you so much for being here tonight and sharing your perspective. We appreciate it. Mark Levin.
God bless. Thank you.
And right now, the FBI is collecting evidence outside of Trump National Golf Club, and that's where Dana Marie McNichol is live tonight. Dana Marie. Okay, so we're still waiting for Dana Marie McNichol to get up and her information. But Paul, I want to go to you actually, if we can, just to continue this conversation. Some of the points that Mark Levin was making, he just really hammered on this idea of leadership, because Americans want leadership right now, and they're not seeing it.
It beggars belief that we still have not gotten a press conference from Alejandro Mayorkas relative to the failures of the Secret Service. What we should have gotten is, first of all, Mayorkas very early in the game after Butler, but then subsequent to that, there should have been a press conference about how the service under him is being rebuilt and the measures that were taken to fix what was clearly a flaw. It seems that only in our current regime do these sort of flaws seem to fall by the wayside. They're on the cutting room floor. Nobody seems to care. And think about the signal it sends to our adversaries. If we could get two apparent clowns who are low level to manage to almost do what they almost did here, not only in Butler, but down in Florida, what does it say to the IRGC in Iran? What does it say to some of our more radicalized enemies around the world? What it says is America's not what they used to be. We don't have to worry about these guys. They don't even seem to be able to protect one of their main VIPs, who may very well be the next president. It is a diminution of American stature, American status, and the fact that we can't do this. If you're sitting where, let's say, the Chinese or the Russians are, you got to say, we don't have to worry about these guys.
Would you be worried, Paul, to my point earlier, and I asked Mark this, I asked Jason this as well, that a 20-year-old outflanked the entire Secret Service?
Bro had to weave in, and IRGC mentioned, yeah, they love Iran. So did he take the shot or not? Because they're acting like the crank emptied the clip. No, dude, they did not. They are trying to massage the fucking narrative to a way into a situation where it kind of feels like there was a real threat against Donald Trump. And this time there obviously wasn't, unlike the last time. He didn't even get a shot off. He didn't even get a fucking shot off, dude. Yeah, he got shot at by Secret Service. He ran away. Would-be shooter arrested. Yeah, I mean, even in the Chiron, it fucking says would-be shooter arrested. GoPro and gun found outside of Trump International Golf Club. To be fair, it's still an assassination attempt. I know, but they're lying about the events that took place, because no shot was fired in his vicinity. They're making it seem like this guy literally grazed Trump again, when obviously he didn't. And that's the funny part about this, because they also then have to complain about something, and they're basically like, oh, well, what about the Secret Service? Like, they didn't do a good job. It's like, what do you mean? They fucking literally foiled an assassination attempt. What the fuck do you want them to do? And therein lies the problem. You can't cut a narrative off of this when the actual the actual things that happened are not even as like eye-catching as the last time this occurred. And the last time this occurred, nobody gave a shit. Okay? So like, it's funny to me that they are doing It's funny to me that they're doing the exact same thing again. I tweeted, loved it the last time Trump almost got domed. The GOP message was, these monstrous Dems who export illegals from the third world to rape your kids still are campaigning against our president with mean words. And it didn't move the needle even a little bit, and they're doing it again. It's not going to fucking work. It didn't work the last time, and Trump almost got killed, man. They hate him. We hate him. I hate him. I'm a Joe Brandon voter. I'm writing in for Biden. I'm writing in Biden, okay? And I still hate Donald Trump, okay? I hate the motherfucker. Of course I hate the motherfucker. Look at him, dude. Look at the past fucking week of stories.